What is going on YouTube? And welcome back to JoJo Speaks, my YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much. First of all, I have to give props to my brother-in-law, Tyrone. He made this whole background for me with the Libra scales. Y'all know I'm repping my zodiac sign to the day I die, Libra gang all day long. And it is still Libra season. I think next week will be the last week of Libra season. So shout out to all my fellow Libras. I love y'all. And I'm loving the display of our faces as well. I feel like it takes away, yeah, it's awesome. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for joining us at our new time, 8 p.m. This will be the time of JoJo Speaks Hot Topics and Social Commentary from here
Woo!
on out until further notice, y'all. I got my sis Jennifer here. What's going on, Genesita?
Hello! I'm happy to be here. I was a little thrown off by the due time. Okay, not thrown off. I forgot. Okay. Made plans and totally forgot about it. But you know what? I'm here. You see me for the most part, and you can hear me.
But you know what? I'm glad that you didn't forget at 9 p.m. I'm glad that you forgot around what five,
Okay.
6, 7 o'clock. So because Jennifer called me and wanted to make sure we were going live at 8. She called me at 7, and so I'm glad that it happened before the 8 p.m. start time. So we're all good. We're all good.
Well, it is you just to make sure you know it's nothing but the Holy Spirit. The Holy
Okay.
Spirit whispered in my ear. He said, "Hey,
Hey.
ain't y'all going live at 8?"
Surprise, surprise.
Hey, surprise, surprise. Okay, okay.
Child. So first of all, of course, I always like to give my condolences to get them through. So Atlanta radio icon Wanda Smith has passed away, unfortunately. I only know her from the time that Cat Williams was on her show, and they kind of went back and forth at it. But apparently, she is a legend in the Atlanta radio scene. And so it was so unfortunate that she lost her life. And so our condolences to her family and friends, all of those who loved her. Let's see. And Jennifer, did you have anything to say before I move on to the next one?
Let me just say hello to everybody that's here. Let's start off with Dustin. He has made it on into the space.
Hey,
Hello, peace and
Dustin.
blessings unto you. Okay. Robin is here. Make sure to say hello to Dustin.
Hey, Robin, the Ace Bone Cone is in the house.
Yes, she absolutely is. Robin said, "Good evening, folks. Most of my personalities are assembled for this time live. Ace Boon Coon HR and Auntie Robin for sure." Let's see what else. Bianca is in the space,
Hey, Bianca.
making sure making sure to say happy Thursday to
Mhm.
everybody. Welcome to JoJo Speaks. Hit that like button, everybody. Please subscribe to JoJo Speaks. And as you come on in, make sure to enjoy yourself. Take a seat and stuff like that. I'm not reading this whole thing. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I just zoomed through it. Anyway, she also said hello to Dustin as well as Robin. Robin said hello back. And Robin said, thrown off or napping? No, Robin. I was working. Okay. Okay. To be honest, usually I do work until like 9 or something like that. So, once again, the Holy Spirit saith unto Jennifer, don't you, maybe, let's make sure whether or not this is happening or not. So, praise
Right.
the Lord. And Bianca says, I had the same thing a few minutes ago. See? Mm. All right.
That is all right. And also a shocking death that hit me right in the heart. I saw this right before, right after I got back from the fair today. I went to the fair today, got me some good food. I ate good, y'all. But former original member of the group One Direction from England, I'm sorry, Liam Payne, has passed away from allegedly taking his own life. It was reported that he had jumped from a balcony and had trashed his hotel room and things of that nature. Those are the only details that are out right now. I'm so saddened by this because I really did enjoy One Direction, even though I never, bought any of their albums. They had certain songs that I really, 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 really loved. I thought they were all very talented young men. I thought they could all sing. They could all be lead singers in that. Well, maybe with the exception of one or two of them. But, they were all great singers, and I really, really did enjoy them as a group. They came together on the X Factor. I think they were actually put together by the judges on X Factor.
Hmm.
I believe that they auditioned separately and they decided to make them a group. And so it's so sad to me that he passed away, but it just reminds me that we don't know what's going on in the minds of others. And so that's why we always have to check up on our loved ones. We have to do those checks on them to make sure they are okay. They are okay
Yeah.
because we have no idea what someone else is going through.
This makes me think about the effects of people, that are in the limelight, then all of a sudden, you're somewhat thrown away so
Right.
quickly. And these are the people I believe that just need the assistance the most, that need the care the most, because, so many people that want to live the lifestyle. Like, it just makes me think about housewives, but the money just ain't there.
Right. Exactly. Faking it and
Yeah,
plotting.
yeah, and I'm sure that, and having a former life and doing something that he loves and not doing that anymore. I can only imagine how he felt and what turmoil he may have been going through.
Yeah.
So may he rest in the peace of peace. And one thing that I want to say out loud, we don't know if people that, you know, take their lives, whether they go straight to hell or not. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep our hopes up and say maybe he's experiencing peace in heaven.
That's what I'm going to go with. I never want to, although I typically do think the worst case scenario on a number of occasions. I like to try to do better than that. So I'm going to think that he is in heaven in the arms of
Yes,
our
let's
Lord and
think the
Savior,
best.
because that's the best possibility for everyone, is to end up in heaven. Jennifer, you want to read that comment from Dustin?
Yeah, Justin says, but it's so sad. Rest in peace.
It is. It made me so sad. So on to our hot topics, you guys. So the Victoria's Secret fashion show happened this past week. I think that they've taken a break for almost 7 or 8 years. There had been no fashion show. It's typically broadcast on CBS, and so the fashion show
Yeah,
is
because they've
back.
been so out of touch.
Right. And they have some competite now, okay, with Fenty and some other lingerie brands that are coming out and doing their thing. But the stars were out, and one of the iconic Victoria's Secret models, Tyra Banks, was there. Jennifer, did you see what she was walking in? Because I was like, okay, so is this a Victoria's Secret fashion show or some other type of fashion show? Because I saw absolutely no lingerie on her body. She was completely
Ciao.
covered from head to toe. Okay, I could tell that she got a little bit of weight on her, and I understand if she doesn't want to show that off, but we're at a Victoria's Secret fashion show. I expect to see Victoria's Secret. I saw a corset, so maybe the corset was part of the Victoria's Secret fashions, but everything else was just fabric, 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 fabric. Jennifer, what were your thoughts when you saw that? I'm glad to see you back on the runway, though. Go do your thing, girl.
I think it was really nice that
Hmm.
they were able to, have her there. I think that's really great. But I agree. I would have liked to actually see her in some lingerie.
Hmm.
But if she's not comfortable with that, all that we can do is let her have it. It's okay. If that's what she wants, that's what she desires. And who are we to try to make her want to do something else, anything different?
Exactly. So, shout out to Tyra. America's Next Top Model will always be one of my favorite shows of all time. It just has me. I wish that Hulu would put every single season on there, but they be playing games with me with that child. I'll be wanting to see all the seasons, honey, especially season 20, because season 20 was one of the best seasons. I also like season 15 and season 6 when Danielle won. But anyways, Jennifer, go ahead. Could you read that comment from Miss Robin for us?
Robin says the secret was the lingerie was lingering elsewhere.
Exactly. Nowhere to be found. Okay. Nowhere to be found, honey. Anyway, so shout out to Tyra for that. So I saw some great news from Ms. Kamala Harris. So Kamala Harris has doubled down on potentially legalizing marijuana recreationally with the quote, "No one should go to jail for smoking marijuana." I think it's taken way too long for this to happen. For those of you guys who don't know, I do indulge into the herbal essences, and I do enjoy it. There are plenty of people who do, who are out here who do, whether it's legal or illegal. Shout out to Power for their theme song, but whether it's legal or illegal, there are millions of people who indulge in the marijuana, and I think it's terrible that people would be in jail for enjoying something like I is the word equivalent? I equate marijuana with alcohol personally because it's a way that takes you somewhere else, and so I fully support this. I really really do. Jennifer, your thoughts on the possibility of recreational use being legalized nationwide?
Um, I don't want to say that, family members will be happy with that and, keep family members of mine out of jail and stuff and people that I live. So I'm going to just say, I think it's going to be good for many of people. Miss Robbins said there were hecklers at her rally today. She told them that she thought they were at the wrong rally.
Okay, well, apparently since you're heckling me,
Okay, and they should be at the smaller one down the street.
down the
Ooh,
street. Okay,
she's so sassy. I love it. But yeah, I think it really is great. Personally, it's not the
it's not your
main thing
judge.
for me. It's not
Yeah.
exactly my zhuzh. I
Hmm.
don't mind indulging every once in a while, but for my people that really enjoy it, some people that really lean on it, and then there are the children and the people that need it for seizure issues and things of that nature, for the
Hmm.
medicinal to calm them down. There's some uh, heavily autistic people that use it as well to bring themselves down and actually make them more manageable for their carriers in a natural way.
Yes.
So I'm here for every bit of it, seriously.
Absolutely. That was a little bit different from the answer that I was expecting from you, but hey, I'm glad to hear your truth concerning that. Um, excuse me. So, big news in the gangster side of things. Well, gangster slash drug dealing side of things. Big Meech, aka Demetrius Flannery, aka Big Meech. We've all heard his name in plenty of rap songs, mainly Rick Ross's. Um, I think I'm Big Meech, Larry Uva, getting work, hallelujah, was nation under God, getting money from the fuck. And whatever that song is, Big Meech has been named in plenty of rap songs. He and his brother Terry Flannery, they were the organizers of the BMF squad, or being I don't think I want to call them a gang, but a group. I guess I can call them a group. The BMF group, that was the group that they used to sell narcotics around the nation. They ended up getting caught um, and sentenced to prison. And apparently, Big Meech has been released from prison and is now in a halfway house. He will be completely released in 2026. I mainly wanted to mention this because I'm a huge fan of the show BMF. The show BMF actually chronicles the life of Big Meech and Terry and their entire family. My favorite actress on that particular show is the woman who plays their mother, Lucille. I'm always rooting for Lucille. She is a good Christian woman. She only wants the best for her children. She only wants to think the best of her children. She loves her children with all of her heart and will do anything for them. And so I love seeing that show, and it would be great to see the actual Big Meech to make an appearance on that show. Like that would take me over the moon, over the moon. But I feel like I'm a little bit sympathetic to them because of the portrayal of their mother. And I don't. I'm not saying that I condone what they were doing, so I won't condone what they were doing. So because they're doing the time for what they did, but Big Meech is out now, and I'm sure that's going to be great for their family. Thankfully, their mother is still alive. Unfortunately, their father is no longer with us. His name is Charles, but that was great for me to see because I'm sure he's so happy to be out. The only thing is, I always think of people who go to prison for extended periods of time and then getting out. It's like, what do you go back to? Like, there's so many prisoners out there who come home to nothing. And they literally have to start from the bottom and work their way up. But that's why it's so beautiful to see those who do come out and do make a life for themselves and do come out better, do come out in better spirits, thinking of it with a better mindset. And so I'm hoping with Big Meech, especially with all the support that he has from so many communities that he's been a part of throughout the years, I'm sure he'll be able to come home to something. So I'm happy about that, Jennifer. I know you don't. I don't know, but I'm assuming you don't know much about Big Meech. But do you have any reaction to this news?
You know, being that you care about Big Meech, Jonathan, there's no way that I could say I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because he matters to you, and that's what matters. So, yay, he's getting out. Woo!
Yes, he is getting out. Um,
Oh, Bianca's posted your cash app here if you would like to to my brother Joe Nathan. All you have to do is put in here your or click on the link. This cash app $sign Joe Nathan Lee oh 07. Robin says, "Oh Michael, oh Michael, wherefore art thou?"
my Michael is currently getting his hair done. He's getting his hair done for a cruise that he's going on next week. Michael probably won't be here next week either until he gets back from his cruise. So unfortunately, Mike is not able to be with us tonight, but we send him our regards and hope he is getting his hair done up underneath that dryer, honey.
Absolutely. And Robin went ahead and said, "You know that I tease because I like Michael." Yes, we know. We
Yes,
all do.
we
We're excited
understand.
to see him back. But we know life be life. And God bless him. But we make sure to call him every time just in case. You never know.
Absolutely. Any other comments before we move on to the next topic?
No, sir. Bye.
All right. So, for those of you who aren't familiar, there is a woman by the name of Gypsy Rose who is out currently from prison. She and her boyfriend at the time were convicted of taking the life of her mother. Her boyfriend had taken her mother's life. And I think she served about 10 years or so, and then she ended up getting out. And so she was on this interview. She's currently pregnant. She was doing an interview with her significant other, and she was saying that how she will address her mother's death with her child. And her quote was, I'm not this monster." And when I see Gypsy Rose, I do see, and I just physically, I just see and hear an innocent woman. When you meet Gypsy Rose, you wouldn't think that she had orchestrated what she ended up orchestrating with her boyfriend at the time to take her mother's life. You wouldn't think that that's a part of her DNA, that that's a part of who she is. But I don't know how a child is going to take the fact that because she's obviously saying that she's going to, well, I don't know if she's obviously saying, but it seems like she's alluding to the fact that she will be telling her daughter about her grandmother not being with us anymore. Whether she's going to tell her the entire truth or not, I mean, the girl's going to end up finding out anyway. So you might as well go ahead and tell her now. Well, tell her when she's old enough to try to understand what's going on. But I thought that it was very interesting that she's got this reality show that's going on. That she's a figure that people actually care about, and I think it's because of how she presents. She presents as sort of like a little girl in a way. Her voice is extremely high pitched. It sounds like she really doesn't talk much, and so I just think that that's very, very interesting. But I don't know how her son or daughter will take the news that she orchestrated taking her own mother's life. But it's interesting to me. And it's also just interesting to me how all of these convicted felons are given these chances, or they're giving these people reality shows, they're giving these people all of this clout. And it's for the wrong reason, because the reason why they have clout as it is because of the crimes that they have committed, unless they were famous before they committed whatever crimes they did. But it's just so interesting to me that these people are given second and third and fourth chances, whereas if these people were of another color, of another skin tone, that may not be the same case, or there probably would not
Well,
be.
I think in this situation we have to consider the circumstances, though, Jonathan. Though
That's true.
she, her mother was horrible, making her sick and keeping her from a actual life.
Hmm.
So the bulk of me is like there is some grace, and to be honest, I think she did what anybody would do if they were thrusted into the limelight and was able to just be popular, be seen as soon as she got out of the jail. It's like, eh, what can you say? We gave it to
Yeah,
her.
yeah, it is what it is. But best of wishes to Gypsy Rose
Ooh,
and her significant other.
Robin said, um, like that lady on Dancing with the Stars, huh? Uh, some folks are allowed to fail up. Not our skin folks though. Now I do agree with that.
Okay,
If the amount of fraud that she did,
honey.
oh
Okay.
wait, if the amount of fraud that she was able to do, an African American person did it, I am solid on the fact that that African American person would live in infamy. Okay, the pe-
Okay.
but it's like I think part of the reason why she was able to make it so far or so high is because she was white and of a different descent. She had an accent. All you had to do was act like she was, and there you go.
It's something else. It really is. But once again, best of wishes to Gypsy Rose and her significant other. I hope they have a beautiful, healthy baby. And I wish that baby the best that life has to offer. Getting back on Diddy, I feel like we'll be talking about Diddy for a long time to come. But there have been 5 new lawsuits. I heard that 4 of them are from male complainants. All concerning the nature of his charges that are already out there. It's just very, very interesting to me that all of them come out at the same time. But I think it's a sense of safety where, because Diddy is not out here on these streets, people feel safe enough to bring these lawsuits to him. Um, Now, thinking of the validity of these lawsuits is something completely different, because of course, from the outset, it could look like people trying to get a money grab, trying to get a cash grab, just trying to get a quick buck, because these are civil lawsuits. So they're seeking, financial gain from these things. But at the same time, if they have been, if they have been abused in any way, they do deserve some type of justice. So this does not surprise me whatsoever. Diddy is where he is. He's more than likely will never return to the lap of luxury that he was accustomed to for so many years. And I do think that is a sad thing in general, but because of who he is and what he's done, I really can't say that it's sad for him. It's just a sad thing in general that you go from making all this money to being in a prison cell for your crime. So it is what it is. And
Yeah,
and
I really
it's
think. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, it's so interesting to me that Diddy's lawyer keeps saying that Diddy will take the stand and he will not take a plea deal. And that's the only reason why I wish this wasn't a federal case, because we obviously will not be able to see a live feed of him actually testifying. But of course, there will be people or witnesses in the courtroom to be able to see what he's saying, to be able
Absolutely.
to let us know what his demeanor is, let us know exactly what he's saying. So at least we have that. But I don't think it's a good idea that Diddy will be taking the stand. I think he's just going to sink his own ship and try to try to turn everything on its head, and make it seem as though it's something that it really wasn't. Yes, we know that you were having fun, but when you're doing it by illegal means, you have to pay the consequences. Go ahead, Jennifer. What you were going to say?
Uh, just to address what you just said, I think it just speaks to the kind of man that he is. I am sure that it was his idea to speak up on his own behalf.
Right.
I'm very sure of that. Um, I don't know for sure if he is a narcissist, but it seems like he has some of those tendencies. So, you know, I think it's very much so possible that he's the one that wanted to be heard and believes that as long as anybody hears what I have to say in this space, they believe me and I'd be fine. They'd all understand what's going on.
Right.
Um, and to be honest, I think another reason why he wants to testify could possibly be to light fires under prominent people.
Hmm.
Maybe he's threatening to speak against and on other people, people in high places. And I'm not just talking about other performers and stars. I'm talking about people like the mayor and other people that
Hmm.
the mayor could be connected to. So I certainly believe that it's a ploy that he has up his sleeve. Will I think it worked? I don't think it will work, but I believe that we'll get some tea, possibly. Who knows? Um, and also, when you're talking about the other allegations that have come out,
Hmm.
um, Jonathan, I don't. I do believe there could be people that are posers, but
Right.
I could believe with the right amount of evidence, it's a very big possibility that they're all actual victims.
Right.
And a part, especially in this day and age, something tells me that there's a huge chance that before putting stuff out like that, putting it out that we have more allegations, something tells me that they're doing their best to make sure that there's actual connection to him
Hmm.
and the story that's being told.
Yeah.
So, um, hey, we shall see. But you're right. He won't be in the lap of luxury. And to be honest, I feel the most for his children.
Right.
That life is all they know. Did he may know if he got off, which I doubt, he would be able to step back out into society and try to, make some moves, make some money, and try to get, to a space of monies and stuff like that. But
Right.
as far as his children, child, what they gonna do?
Ain't no telling, because the money gonna be what gone.
Okay.
Gone. Two other things concerning Diddy really quickly. Nick Cannon was on the Breakfast Club and admitted that he went to a Diddy party at the age of 16. Now he was not there for the freak off, but he did say that he did attend a Diddy party when he was 16. We all know that Nick Cannon came to fame initially on All That, the Nickelodeon sketch comedy show that I loved. And I always thought that he was corny on that show, and he's still corny to this day, but hey, he's my fellow Libra,
To
so I love
this
him for that.
day,
Okay. To this day. It's like a grown corny, but it's still corny as hell. And then
still
also,
nonetheless.
okay. And also, Bow Wow said during an interview that the celebrity party scene has been dead since the Diddy controversy, saying it's like a whole. He was everything hip hop. So Bow Wow, it sounds to me like this is a bad thing that Diddy is not here to throw these parties. It sounds to me like you're not liking the fact that these parties are not available. I think he said the after party for the BET Awards was trash or something of that nature. Like, Bama, do you understand how this sounds? Because this don't sound too good. It's not that he's trying to defend Diddy. He's just defending the fact that he's not able to go to the hype, white parties or whatever type of parties that Diddy throws from time to time. But hey, you have the right to say whatever you want to say. So it is what it is, child.
Child, I thought that was kind of weird too. Um, but I do get what he's saying.
I do
Um,
too.
besides the the stuff that may have negatively gone on there,
Hmm.
there is a big chance that he just wanted to enjoy himself, you know, and have a really good time. Good Lord.
Oof. All right.
I guess, not everybody likes to obey the law.
Well, this is very
Anyway,
true.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, I truly believe that he just wants to have a party, and maybe Diddy just really threw the best parties. That's just literally it, I guess.
And it wouldn't surprise me if he did. I'd believe it. I would definitely believe it. Absolutely. You know, when you have the biggest celebrities at your party, you got to be throwing a good old party, a good old throwdown, honey. Okay. So we'll see what happens with Diddy. I'm glad that Diddy is still with us because I really want to see him see this thing all the way through. Like I want to see this thing go all the way through the court systems. Every single one of these cases, I want to see what exactly is going to be the outcome of every single thing that he's dealing with right now. So shout out to well, yeah, shout out to everybody who's watching. Shout out to Diddy. Hey, you know, I don't want to say don't drop the soap, so I won't say don't
God
drop the
bless
soap.
him anyhow.
Anyways, so Safari and Erica Mena have been all over our timelines this week, going back and forth. It was reported that Safari is allegedly trying to get his monthly child support payments to be lowered a little bit. Erica Mena is continuously coming out saying how bad of a father Safari is. Safari released some video footage of Erica coming to his home, banging on his door, threatening him, all this good stuff. We see her in the foyer. I
Child.
saw the two kids just standing there in front of the kids, y'all, in front of the kids. Like, you know, we all know who Erica Mena is. We all know how she presents to us. I've been watching Erica Mena since the second season of Love and Hip Hop New York. I sort of liked her back then because of her antics, but she clearly, this is not reality TV. Like, this is who Erica Mena is at the core. Like, she's just crazy with a capital K. Like she's not there. And because there have been no consequences for her actions, she feels as though whatever she does is good for her. It may not be good for those who it's being done to, but it's good for Erica Mena because she's Erica Mena. She seems to be a female with a God complex. It seems like she can do no wrong. I've never heard her apologize about anything necessarily. I did hear her do a little bit of an apology to Spice after she called her a monkey or something of that nature. She said something very derogatory towards Spice on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. But Erica don't take accountability for nothing. And so it's so crazy to me that she's willing to do all of these things when she's got two kids with this man. And I don't know anybody who would be on Erica Mena's side after seeing the evidence of everything that she is putting this man through. Now, Safari did sign up for this voluntarily. I don't know if he was just doing it for the reality TV show. I don't know if he was doing it for clout. Ain't no telling why he ended up doing it. But this is what you got to deal with, and I do feel sorry for Safari. He is on the new season of House of Villains, which I will be watching because drag queen Candy Muse is on there. Also, Tiffany New York Pollard is back for the second season in a row. Teresa Giudice is on that show as well, but Erica Mena is not demonstrating to us that she seems to be the best of mothers or the best of adults in general. She's acting crazy. I don't understand. I don't understand. Your children are literally standing there while you are berating their father in their face. What is this going to accomplish? It's crazy to me. Jennifer, what were your thoughts when you saw all of this? Because I know it's all over your timeline too.
Yeah, I think it's horrible. But let's remember who we're talking about here. This was never an act for Erica Mena. She has
No.
always been this lady. So, um, it was just different to see it outside of the professional cameras. Now we're looking at CC cameras to see what's going on at somebody's house. For Erica, I truly believe that the chickens have come to roost. Okay,
Mhm.
and it's sad and unfortunate, but she's just one of those. She really could have still been huge. She really could have still been relevant in the reality TV world, but she's nasty. She has a nasty attitude, and she's
Yeah.
mean.
Hmm.
And I don't know what she thought that relationship was. I think they were at least decent boyfriend and girlfriend, but the money comes in when you get married. And I believe that's what she thought that she'd be getting. Now, as
Yeah.
far as, with child support and, what would happen to her if she had to get a divorce and all that stuff, I don't know who she thought she got married to. Okay. But she got married to Safari. Okay.
Okay.
Ex boyfriend of Nicki Minaj. Okay.
Right.
That's about it. Okay. And so I really don't feel sorry for her because the place that she is in, she gave that to herself. She
Right.
blessed herself with that space. And all I can do is truly pray for the children that they are okay, from her eldest to her other two with Safari. May the Lord bless them.
Yes. Do we have any comments to get to, Jennifer?
Jonathan, you don't want me to read comments now.
Oh, I don't? Okay. All right.
Yeah, because driving and such, it seems a little
Gotcha.
dangerous,
Gotcha.
just a little
Okay.
bit.
Thank you so much for,
But
for that. I appreciate it.
yeah, I will be getting to them soon though. But yes, just a little bit later.
All right. So Phaedra Parks. Phaedra Parks came out. I do believe that she's still on Dancing with the Stars. So apparently her fan base is keeping her on that show because I've seen her do two dances. Was not impressed by either one of them. I mean, and it's no shade to Phaedra. I just know dance when I see dance, and that ain't dancing, at least not to me. But anyway, so she was interviewed at a recent event, and she's saying that she revived Married to Medicine and Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, she was saying that you got to check the numbers of Married to Medicine before she came into the season, this most recent season that she was a part of, to see the results of her impact on the show. Now, do I think Phaedra Parks is needed on Married to Medicine? Not for me personally. I love the cast as it is without Phaedra Parks. For those of you guys who do not know, I've said this on a couple of different occasions. I've never seen it personally for Phaedra Parks. She doesn't do anything for me. Ever since she lied about, her, having a baby, having a C-section before 9 months is up, before her actual due date on her first season of Housewives of Atlanta. That's when I knew I couldn't trust nothing that came out of her mouth whatsoever. She's always putting on an act to me. I don't think anybody in the public eye, well, anybody in the public who watches her from our TV screens really knows who the real Phaedra Parks is. Maybe only the people who are closest to her know, but I don't know who she is and what she brings. Now, I can look at other reality stars like Candy Burris. I think what she gives to us is her real deal, is who she is for real, for real. It's not all reality stars are going to give you who their true authentic selves, but I don't think Phaedra has ever given us her true and authentic self. I think she gives us a picture of what she wants to be seen as, and governs herself accordingly. But now, whether she has revived Married to Medicine or not, I don't know. I can't say that she's the reason why more people have watched Married to Medicine this past season. I don't think she brought anything necessarily new to the show because she was, sort of kind of off to herself. She's the only single person on the show, which is crazy to me that you have a show called Married to Medicine, even though you have housewives, and that would indicate that you were married as well. But Married to Medicine, every single one of those girls is married, except for Quad and Phaedra. So it just it don't add up to me. But I'm sure if she did bring people to the show, that's the reason why they wanted her on the show, because they wanted more eyes on the show. And I don't know why Phaedra is so popular. I really don't. Maybe she's like the fantasy of a housewife. I don't know what the draw is to Phaedra. It doesn't make any sense to me. But I will say
You
though that
know,
oh, go ahead.
oh, I was thinking that maybe the draw for Phaedra is maybe the look.
Mm,
Um, because people like to see opulence, people like to see beauty and
right.
style. Maybe that's what that is. And I mean, she is fun. she's a fun gal, you know.
Yeah.
She may not be giving us all of her, but what she gives is not as problematic. So one thing, whenever she came onto the screen during Married to Medicine, would be like more of a light fare, you know, that we were able to
Yeah.
get from her. So maybe she's just used for a light moment, like kind of like what I think Portia mostly gives
Mm.
is just a light moment, a light little key, trying to give a little bit of shade during the confessionals. Um, but yeah, I personally stopped taking her seriously once that whole baby having lie came about.
Right. Whew, it is what it is. But I'm not sure how much I'm looking forward to watching the new season of Housewives of Atlanta whenever it's supposed to come out. I'm assuming it'll probably be at the top of the next year. I'm assuming that they're still filming now. But I don't know how much I'm looking forward to it. Of course, I will watch it. I don't know how much I will get out of it because I am enjoying the current season of Housewives of Potomac. Even though I can't see Giselle and Wendy being friends at all, but I at least enjoyed them trying to be friendly with one another. But it is what it is. We'll see what she brings to the new season of Housewives of Atlanta. And I'm assuming because she's on this new season of Housewives of Atlanta, she will not be coming back to Married to Medicine, which I hope is the case because I feel like those women can carry the show without Phaedra. I don't think she needs to be there. I honestly don't think Quad needs to be there either because what would she be there
Oh
for? She
my
brings
gosh,
nothing but Quad to the show,
you are
and
so
it's
right.
all about Quad.
I certainly can do without Quad. Um, you know how uh, my, you and Mama said that we could see
Mhm.
that more than likely there was a conversation had with Giselle. There was a
Right.
conversation had with the ladies of Real Housewives of Potomac to
Hmm.
just get it together.
Right.
And it's like I'm really wondering if those kind of conversations have been had with Quad and the rest of the ladies at Married to Medicine. And I think the reason why the the reason why I don't believe they will come together like that, Jonathan, at Married to Medicine with Quad, is because of the history. The history is too thick. The
Right.
history is too long, and what's done has been done. And even behind the scenes, Quad has shown herself to be just a co-worker. So,
Exactly.
how much further can this really go for Quad? Just another season of us being annoyed by the gaslighting that Quad does. And I don't really define gaslighting too well sometimes, but
Hmm.
looking at Quad and the way she be acting and what she did, especially with that whole funeral situation, that, my dear, is all
Coming up
gaslighting to me.
out of the casket, honey. Like it
Oh,
was.
yes.
As soon as that
It's
casket
like
rolled up through the back, I knew she was in that thing. I knew it.
my my thing is this, man. If you really want to do something to where she wants to find forgiveness, the one thing that she never did, and she didn't have to be in no casket for this, to pull a stunt nor a show for this. All she had to do was get to that podium and just ask for forgiveness and be able to say out loud exactly what she needs forgiveness for.
Right.
And it's that ownership piece that she has never taken, which is why hearing an apology from her sounds light, airy, and non existent because she doesn't add the weight of what she's apologizing for.
Exactly. Jackie made it simple and plain for her at the last reunion. Girl, you don't call us. You don't text us. You're not in our lives outside of this show, girl. So if you don't want to be here for us, for real, you got to go, girl. You got to go. Jackie made it so
Okay?
plain and clear for her. She took her to the side and told her, girl, you don't talk to us, girl. There's no communication amongst you and the other girls. So we're like, why are you here? Why
She,
are you
she,
here?
she needs to free herself like Fantasia.
Exactly. Exactly. So I'm assuming Quad will be back for the next season. I'm just hoping that because I think the show feels like the show wouldn't be a show without Quad, and I feel like Dr. Heavenly is more than enough to be able to carry that show. To be honest, and Sweet Tea is a great addition as well. I do enjoy Sweet Tea as well. Even though she's new to the reality TV show game, it's amazing to see her experiencing this for the first time and kind of stumbling along the way a little bit, but being able to pick herself up
Yeah,
the way. So
yeah, and it's clear that she's new, which is why she's so fun to watch because she's not just seeing her not put on,
right, exactly.
not truly understanding how this editing game works,
Hmm.
just being a part of all that process. I really thought I enjoyed seeing her in the process, though it was a taste bit annoying because apparently there's a whole lot of issues that she needs to work on. But she was refreshing to watch. God bless her.
Yes, absolutely. Former Empire star Brashear Gray, he played Hakeem on the show Empire. He's in the news. He's been actually been in the news lately because of his activity on Twitter and on OnlyFans. He has recently been pictured with Sydney Starr. Sydney Starr is probably one of the most famous trans Black women in the nation. She's been seen with Darius McCroy. She's been seen with other actors and things of that nature. And I don't. Every time I see Sydney Star with someone, I'm always thinking clout. It's clout for both people involved. But anyways, so
Ooh, child.
Bashir on his social media has made it seem as though he is part of the LGBTQIA plus community because he is doing things with men that would lead you to believe that. I personally would hope that he's not doing this strictly for clout. I hope that he's doing this of his own free will. I hope he's doing this because he just wants to do it. I'm assuming that he might be doing it for the money, which I completely understand because I haven't seen him in anything since Empire. Excuse me. That's the first time I sneezed on the show before. I'm sorry, y'all. Bless me. Anyways,
Bless
it's
you.
um, I'm worried for him because I think he's such a beautiful, beautiful soul. Um, I think he is extremely attractive, and I'm not complaining about the posts that he's got on Twitter and OnlyFans because it's out there. It is out there. But it just seems like he's doing it for the money grab. It seems like he's doing it to gain attention. It seems like he's not doing it because he wants to do it. I think it seems like he's doing it because he needs to do it. And there's nothing sadder to me than that. Doing when it seems like you've been on the mountaintop, you've been at the top of your game, and then now it seems like you're less than that. And again, I appreciate, what he's giving us, but what are his intentions behind it? And so I'm just a little worried. I almost want to say, like Gary with the T from Ricky Smiley, I want to solicit the prayer warriors because I really want him to be in a better place. And again, if he is a part of the LGBTQIA plus community, more power to him. I'm going to do a video in the near future concerning gay baiting and gay for pay. It's a very, very big thing in the LGBTQIA plus community. And if that's what Brashear is doing, he's doing a great job at it because he's got the eyes on him. And again, he's a fine man. And so, people are going to want to see it. I just hope that he's not doing it because he feels like he needs or has to do it. I would only hope that he would be doing it just of his own free will because he wants to, not out of necessity. Jennifer, have you been seeing any of this going on? If so, what are your thoughts?
I have, and my thought process is going to go way left. So
Okay.
buckle up.
I'm
First of all, I need to let you know. Thank you for taking heed.
Mhm.
I have parked in one of my favorite parking spaces, so I can continue this in a great fashion. I'm in front of my husband's job.
Okay.
Anywho, um, God bless Bashir. I hate it for him.
I do
Uh,
too.
It's a mental break, in my opinion, that he has
Mm,
had.
mm,
And in my opinion, the person that we saw back when we were watching Empire is not the person that we're seeing today.
agreed.
And my opinion, only my opinion, this is absolutely alleged, but I believe it came from an experience at a party of that man.
Mm,
Um, and I
mm,
believe personally that he might have possibly, this is my opinion, been taken advantage of. Not
mm,
everybody rebounds well from a
right.
situation like that. And he was a pretty boy, aggressive boy, and I think up the alley of somebody. Um, I pray that everybody that's listening to me can fill in the blanks. You know what I'm trying to say. I
Hmm.
think that he went through a situation and being introduced to some things that he might have never done without being introduced in that way.
Right.
Um, so I wholeheartedly believe that this is effect of some an issue.
Yeah. Yeah. The woman who played Candy in Pose, I believe her name is Angel, if I'm not mistaken. No, her name is not Angel.
Hmm.
What is her name? I'm not exactly sure what her name is, but she played Candy, one of my favorite characters in Pose. She felt as though these actions might have been drug induced. Um,
Yes.
which makes sense to me if you have seen any of the videos. He doesn't seem like he's in his right mind. He does seem like he's somewhat inebriated. And so again, like this just saddens me so much, Jennifer, to see this because we all, everybody loves consensual relations. Everybody loves consensual relations,
Who
but
doesn't like it? I love it.
okay, but when it's not consensual or it feels like it's not completely consensual on both parties,
Coerced.
with both parties, I get worried. And once again, that's why I
It's a
want to say
problem.
I want to solicit the prayer warriors because I feel like he doesn't have the right people around him to let him know
Yes.
there is another way. There is another way. Because when I tell you he is out here, y'all, he is out here. Like for real, for real.
Yeah. And I personally believe that he really could have gone farther with acting, in my opinion. I believe he
Yeah.
really could have gone farther with acting. But his he started acting out. And I
Yes.
believe, once again, I believe that is due to some wrongdoing.
And typically when you do the things that Brashear is doing now, that typically will blacklist you from getting roles. That will typically blacklist you from being able to get more parts and doing what it is that he probably loves to do. I'm sure he loves to act. I'm not sure of his backstory as far as how he came to be an actor himself, but I'm sure that's something that is one of his loves. And now that he's got
Hmm.
himself out here, for the world to see, I would hope that he would be able to get more roles. I would hope that
Mm-mm.
he would be able to get more visibility, but I just don't see it
I
happening
don't
the
believe
way that
that
it's
this is the
going now.
reason. I don't believe this is the reason why he's not getting jobs, Jonathan. This He wasn't getting jobs before we started to hear about him. He wasn't getting
Right.
jobs when he was getting arrested for, once again, acting out.
Yeah.
So yeah. So now that I've pulled to the side of the road, I can get to y'all comments.
Okay.
I'm
And
gonna
I
take
just
it.
want to say really quickly,
Hmm.
I was talking about in the future, not now, but I'm thinking like in the future, if he wanted to work again sometime in the future, because all of this is out now, those roles
Yeah.
probably won't come to him out in the future. But yeah, I know that he had been struggling for a little while after Empire
Yeah.
was no longer on the air. So
Someone's gonna have to show him some grace, and he's gonna have
yes,
to, whoever's showing him grace is gonna have to see a whole stint in rehab or something. We need to see his life on the mend.
I want to see him
Whew.
turn around. I would love to see
Yeah.
him. I would love to see him win again. I would love to see Brashear Gray win again. I welcome you
May
into the
God help him.
LGBTQIA plus community if you are one of us, if you are authentically one of us. I just want better for Brashear. He's such a beautiful man, and I just hate to
Yeah.
see what could be happening to him.
Yeah. God bless him.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna start where I ended off. Robin says, Wait, hold on. Michael is a frequent flyer on these cruises. He surely
Oh,
is, and I'm jealous. The more you go, each one is progressively less expensive. You know it.
right.
Um, Robin, excuse me. Wait, hold on. Maybe I should put him up. Huh. Bianca says to hit that like button, please. Everybody, hit the like button. Tyrone asks for everybody to hit the like button. He says, hit the like button now, or a spider is going to crawl up your good eyelid tonight. Tyrone, that's not nice.
Not the good eyelid, okay?
Yeah.
Not of the water spout? That's not what this spot is on tonight?
Your eyelid. Um, Bianca says, happy Thursday to Tyrone, and Tyrone responds in kind. Robin says, like that lady on Dancing with the. Oh, wait, hold on. I already said that earlier.
Mhm.
Okay. He said, hey to Robin. Bianca said, come on. Robin says, an African American person would wouldn't get as wouldn't get it as bad as one of the blacks, as Trump would say.
Mhm. The black.
um, Dustin says, I feel bad for the kids and the victims. Bianca says, I agree. And she also says, I don't know why she's so popular either. She was only good at traders with me. Now, let me tell you something. That's what Phaedra needs to continue with.
Right.
Those game shows. She needs to do more
Mhm.
games. The reality stuff, she's not willing to show her reality. If she does games where she doesn't have to show her life, I think
Right.
it's great. Oh, Miss Kim came on in. Hello, Miss
Hey, Miss
Kim. God
Kim.
bless you. I'm
Greetings
bowing.
and salutations.
Okay. She says, hey, y'all, forgot about the time change. No worries, sis. We
It's
love
all right,
you.
girl. You here anyways. Good to see you, boo.
All right. Miss Kim says she needs that check. That's why she's there. We all know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't we?
Um, Bianca says, I can see Quad being on the show only because she started off married, got divorced, and we may see her get married again. She
Yeah.
starts off right and shouldn't be punished because it didn't work out. I get it, but that whole thing with Quad, she's just not connected with the people. Her life is
Right.
fine. I have
Yeah.
no problem with her life. I have no problem with her being there because she's been there from the beginning. But the simple fact that she's not connected with the people that she's supposed to be there with,
It's a
it does
problem.
it gives why. What's the point?
Right.
Lady Virgo says hello to everyone. Good evening to all of us. Hello, Lady Virgo. God bless you.
Hello, Lady Virgo.
Uh, let's see here. Everybody says hello. She says hello to us as well. Miss Kim says, I believe someone took advantage of her share. We're saying the same things. I
Mhm.
feel sorry for him. He doesn't seem in his right mind.
No, he
We
doesn't.
totally agree. We totally agree. Please hit that like button, everyone. Miss Kim did say bless you.
Thank you. Thank you, Miss Kim.
um, Lady Virgo says, hey, JoJo speaks. Jennifer, hey, I love the new background. We
Ye-
thank Tyrone
Yes.
for that. Bianca, Lady Virgo says, hey, Bianca, I've missed you. And that's pretty much it. Lady Virgo, I missed you too. Lady Virgo says hello to Tyrone and also Dustin, Kim, and Robin. Greetings to you all.
All right, y'all. We've come up to our time, child. We done with the show, honey. This went by a little fast, but thank you guys so much for joining me on this evening. I love you guys for watching. Once again, be on the lookout for that video. I don't know if I'm going to split it up in two videos for the gay for pay and gay baiting. I'll probably put it into one and just make it one video, but that will be coming in the at least by the end of next week. I will be putting that video out. But thank you guys so much for joining me this evening. Jennifer, could you give us your social media contacts real quick before we get out of here?
Absolutely. I'll be happy to do so. I am Delighted to Leo. Go ahead and follow me on YouTube, Instagram, and especially TikTok. That's where I'm at heavily. Follow me there. And if you'd like to connect with me, that's the best way. Go on TikTok at the light of the Leo. That's how you'll find me. Oh, and of course, please go to Faithful Warrior Ministries. Every Saturday at 10-ish a.m., we come together and fellowship and pray. We always have a really good time, and we get the Saturday started right with some good old prayer. And once again, I do have the Light of Leo. I'm also on YouTube. You can see me most Monday nights at 9. Ooh, jam. Y'all see me. God bless you.
You guys can follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is JoJo_speaks3020. My Facebook is Jonathan Lee. My email is williamjonathanlee@gmail.com. My Cash App is $Jonathan Lee 07. That's $JonathannLee 07. Thank you guys so much for being here for our new time. Once again, JoJo Speaks Hot Topics and Social Commentary on Thursday nights will be at 8 p.m. from here until further notice. So thank you guys so much for being here. There would be no show without y'all. Thank y'all for interacting with us in the comments. That's that's actually my favorite part of the show, is getting you guys' feedback on the topics that we are discussing. So we love you guys for watching. Thank you guys so much for being here. Join us next week, same time, same place, same beautiful faces. But until then, we'll say bye for now. Y'all have a good night and a wonderful weekend, y'all. Stay blessed out there, y'all. And stay prayed up.
Bye. Yeah, you better stay prayed up. Shoot.
Like